Stay there. This video's gone live.
I came into office
Resignation
at a
of
time
Liz Truss,
great economic
Prime Minister of
and
England, UK,
international
2022.
instability. Families and businesses were
Date
worried
today's
about
20th
how
of
to pay
October,
their bills.
2022.
Putin's illegal war in
Time at
Ukraine
the moment, wow.
threatens the security
It
of
is
our
1:30 p.m. in the
and our
afternoon.
country has
And
been
our
held
rocket
back
that's
for too long
13:30 p.m. in the
by
afternoon.
low
Here we go.
economic growth. I was elected by the Conservative Party with a mandate to change this.
Same stories
We
before.
delivered on energy bills and on cutting national insurance. And we set out a vision for a low-tax,
Nothing new. She's just repeating
high-growth
herself, isn't
economy
she?
that would take
Yeah.
advantage of the freedoms of Brexit. I recognise, though, given the situation, I cannot deliver the mandate on which I was elected by the Conservative Party.
You'll be signing.
I have
Bye.
therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party. This morning I met the chairman of the 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady.
Coward!
We've agreed that there will be a leadership election to be completed within the next week. This will ensure that we remain on a path to deliver our fiscal plans and maintain our country's economic stability and national security. I will remain as Prime Minister until a successor has been chosen. Thank you.
I knew you weren't worth trusting. Trust. Goodbye.
Well, extraordinary moment.
I want a bottle
in
of
British
water.
Political history. A moment
And a bit of water
huge
on you.
Drama. Liz Truss
Too.
resigning, as she just told us, as leader of the Conservative
Car crash,
Party.
Conservative Party.
As
There you go, guys.
There will be
I'm always 85% right. I did predict this earlier on this year when I walked to London. Yeah, outside the House of Parliament, famously, I said she'd go. I said she wouldn't last very long. Okay, I said a general election. We might get a general election very soon after this.
Less time than the leadership.
The Conservative Party is finished. I don't think they're going to last much longer.
What else can you say? What an extraordinary moment in British political history. Liz Truss
Has
has been
resigned.
Prime Minister for a month and a half. This has been one of the shortest lived premierships ever in British history. And we've just heard the Prime Minister come out and say she accepts she cannot deliver the vision
She's
that
scared.
sold to her
She knows the party's finished. General election's on the
a
way.
few weeks ago. This is a really remarkable moment. The resignation of Prime
There's going to be a
Minister
lot of
is a big
competition
deal.
again.
I've
This
never
is...
seen anything
People are fed up with
like
this.
And let's be clear what's happened.
General
Yesterday,
election.
Liz Truss told
General
us she was a
election.
fighter, that she was going to try and go on. What's happened over the past 24 hours is the level of chaos in government, the level of chaos in Parliament,
Bullying,
in the Conservative Party,
allegations,
has led
destruction.
to a point where Liz Truss knows that she can't.
We all know she's
continue.
finished.
And what will happen now?
What happens? Vote for the Labour Party.
Turnover of power
Vote for your
that we've
lives.
seen in quite some time. The Prime Minister has resigned, is Tory leader. That's done. Over the next week, there will be a leadership election among Conservative MPs. This is a lightning speed change. The question now is whether the Conservative Party can coalesce around another leader, whether there's anybody that can unite the party.
No.
The answer at the moment is no. And whether the party can avoid a general election, because in a week's time, by the end of October, we are going to have our third Prime Minister of the year. Remember, 11 days today, the Chancellor is supposed to set out his plan to fill the fiscal black hole. By that time, Ben, there will be a new Prime Minister. This is an unprecedented situation, an unprecedentedly short tenure for a Prime Minister.
This party's finished. We all know it. Keevan knows it. Can smell the blood on the death of the party.
Only be Tory MPs, because of course the summer election that Liz Truss won
I
was partly
I can't laugh at it.
Conservative Party members around the country who ultimately elected her as leader. This will be short and sharp and MPs only. So who do you see as the key candidates? Obviously Rishi Sunak.
Yep, and Jeremy Hunt.
Will be throwing his hat back into the ring.
Yeah, look, I mean, you're absolutely right. It's a big question about who is going to take over. I mean, some early names in the frame, I can tell you, Ben. Rishi Sunak, who lost the last leadership election. I think it'll be tough for him. He's quite a divisive figure in the party. There is Penny Mordaunt, who also stood for the leadership, seen by some as too inexperienced to take on the job at a time of such crisis. The Defence Secretary, Ben Wallace, he's somebody who has suggested he doesn't want the job. I wonder if that might change now, given the level of...
Ben Wallace!
Jeremy Hunt, the Chancellor, somebody who's managed to steady the ship when it comes to the economy, a bit anyway. Maybe he's in the frame, although speaking to Tory MPs this morning, some fear that removing the Chancellor, as well as the Prime Minister, even if it was to swap, to put the Chancellor into number 10, would cause even more crisis.
All right.
I mean, the truth is, Ben, when I came into work this morning, we knew how bad the situation was for Liz Truss. We weren't sure we were going to end up here. There were some Conservative MPs.
I knew it.
She probably has a few days. She maybe has.
I bet on last night.
Well,
Lots of water.
Is such, the level of opposition to the Prime Minister within her own party.
My friend James, you owe me a bottle of water. Or drink of water. Or something.
And now, British politics is going to have to pick up the pieces of this remarkably short tenure in Downing Street. I don't know how that is going to pan out. To be honest, so much has caught us by surprise over the past week because it's been so unprecedented. This incredible short...
If I say that word coward earlier on, I'm sorry, but I have to say that, in my opinion, I felt angry. I'm sure a lot of people are fed up with this.
In a very, very strange
Liz Truss. Now she's gone.
Nick, thank you so much.
We can all be relieved.
Nick Eardley, there are
I have to say that because I'm thinking about my own people out there, my own disabled family, people that are disabled out there in the community. A lot of them don't like her. Charles III has resigned to Charles III, the King of England.
As Prime Minister, there will be a leadership election in the next week, she said. She will stay on as Prime Minister until
should be caretaker.
the leader of the Tory party.
Here we go again.
Emerges.
Carry on.
Show you again.
Caretaker, Prime Minister.
Outside number 10.
I came into office at a time of great economic and international instability. Families and businesses.
You killed the Queen of England. You shook hands with her. I hope you didn't, but I think you did.
Threatens the security of our whole continent. And our country has been held back for too long by low economic growth. I was elected by the Conservative Party with a mandate to change this. We delivered on energy bills and on cutting national insurance.
You made some mistakes, and you paid for it for your career.
Set out a vision for a
Just a washed-up MP now, like Boris.
That would take advantage of
Goodbye.
the freedoms of Brexit.
You are the weakest link.
I recognise, though, given the situation, I cannot deliver the mandate on which I was elected by the Conservative Party. I have therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party. This morning I met the chairman of the 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady. We've agreed that there will be a leadership election to be completed.
Or at least they didn't get the fracking thing sorted out. They did.
This will ensure that we
We're safe now, and sorry. No fracking. It's not allowed.
And maintain our country's economic stability and national security. I will remain as Prime Minister until a successor has been chosen.
You are the weakest link. Bye. If you like this video, please hit thumbs up. You subscribe to my Sign Gems of the Force. People always quite matter about the needs and the money. Wayne, if you listen to my friend Sparky and Jimbo on the ITF Friday feeling every Friday at 3 to 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and digital today is 1500, 1700 p.m. and listen to on the Waking Radio Station show, Lara's show with John Andrews every Sunday at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. What a day this is turning out to be. Hopefully I'll be better soon. You subscribe to my Sign Gems. Bye.